So what should I list my house for? I get this question multiple times a day, and it's a really good question on a lot of sellers' minds. Today, we're going to delve into how to properly price your house in today's market. Stick around, that's coming up next. What's up, everybody? It's Matt Allen here once again with the Allen team. I hope you're having an awesome day today. Thank you for taking time to watch this channel, watch this video. If you're new to my station, I try to provide everything relating to real estate here in Central Florida. Although the concepts can be used in other parts of the country, I really focus on Orlando, Central Florida, Windermere, Dr. Phillips, Bay Hill, Winter Park, the surrounding areas of Orlando. And today's topic I'm really excited about, but before we start, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you are notified when new videos come available, and I try to do them weekly. We are going to tackle the topic of value today. A lot of sellers out there aren't really sure where to go as far as value is concerned. How do I price my house other than what Zillow tells me to do? There are some key concepts which we're going to run through today of the proper way to come up with a value on your house. And we're going to start with those right now. So no more wasting time. We're going to start with number one, which is trying to find what's called similar like-kind property. Now, a lot of people jump right to price per square feet. Okay, this house is selling for $120 a square foot, so mine automatically sells for this. That's not necessarily how you want to go about it. Now, remember, our realtors are not licensed appraisers. So what I'm telling you is based on what realtors use to find an opinion of value, or sometimes called a BPO, a broker opinion of value. It is not a appraisal on the property. Appraisers follow a certain set of guidelines that they are bound to. What we do is offer what's called a broker price opinion. All right, let's talk about like-kind property, because that gets confusing to some people just because they really don't know what is a similar property. And what we look at first is size. In the general size category, you don't want to try to compare a 1,500 square foot house with a 4,000 square foot house, because if you are looking at price per square foot, that changes based on size. So we try to find something similar. If you're in a neighborhood where there's a lot of similar homes, this is pretty easy to do. But if you are in an older neighborhood where each home is a little different, it may take a little longer to find that like-kind property. But you want to find 2 or 3 that are currently for sale, 2 or 3 that are actively pending, meaning they have a contract on them, and then as many as you can, up to about 3 to 5 that have sold in the last 90 days. Once you have that, then you can kind of establish where are these houses selling as far as price range is concerned. Now remember, at this point, we really haven't talked about updates, extras on the house like pools, things like that. We can go ahead and add those back in, or increase the value or decrease the value based on what the current house is, your house has or does not have. We might be comparing it with a house that was completely remodeled and you haven't done anything with your house for 10 years. So we have to kind of deduct a little bit of value from that, or add based on, again, the scenario you're in. And the question is how much? And again, I'm going to go back to, we're not appraisers, so it's very subjective. This is the subjective part of, I think it's valued at X amount for what it has, or it has a new roof, so we're going to add back maybe $10,000. You can't go dollar for dollar. And most real estate professionals with experience know you can't say I'm putting in a $100,000 pool and I'm going to add $100,000 to the price of the house. It doesn't work that way. We have guidelines. Licensed appraisers have guidelines as well as how much they can add back based on the upgrade that's available. So we kind of plug that in and come up with a value. And that's the value that generally your house is valued at. That doesn't mean that's what we're going to put it on the market for. The next step in the process is to really decide, what our plan of attack is when we put the house on the market. Are we going to price it low to try to gain multiple offers and get people competing and bidding on the house? And some people really like that approach. Or do we price the house appropriately or aggressively, meaning we're putting it a little higher than what that value is to see if we can get one or two solid offers on the house? So there's different approaches to it. So depending on what your needs and what you're going to do, will determine how we price that house out. Are we starting to gain a picture as to how we go about valuing a house, other than plugging your address into Zillow and say, oh, my house is worth X amount, let's put it on the market for X amount? It really should be based off recent sales. And again, those sales need to be within a 3 to 5 mile radius. You need to look at like-kind property, things that are similar, and then do your add-ins or add-outs based on updates and things like that. I hope that's helpful for you. If you are in the Central Florida area and need assistance with this, I'm more than happy to provide free, no obligation market reports for you to give you an idea of value on your house. Thanks for watching, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, weekday, wherever you're at. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. So do you want to know what's happening in the Central Florida real estate market right now? Click on this link over here. It's going to tell you all about it. Thanks.